I'm Kat Miller, and this is Dice TV. Even though we're told time and again that interviews are not just for companies to evaluate candidates, but also for candidates to evaluate the company, when the time comes, we're often too focused on impressing the interviewer to remember to do our own evaluation. In fact, even when presented with the opportunity, when an interviewer asks if you have any questions for them, most of us think about the job and the requirements rather than the company and the cultural fit. So, here's a list of things to look out for during your interviews that will help you make your decision about whether you want to work for these folks or not. First, take note of your experience with reception. When you arrive, the first person you see is the receptionist. What you find here will tell you a lot about how the company chooses to present itself. Was the area neat and welcoming? Was the receptionist polite, expecting you, and prepared to greet you? Next, note the room you're interviewed in. Most interviews are conducted in a conference room or in a hiring manager's office. And if it's a conference room, is it clean? How about the furniture? Is it a heavy wood table and leather chairs or cubicle-style tables and chairs? I'm not saying to judge the company on the furniture in its conference room. Just consider what the furniture says about the culture. The hiring manager's office also can tell you a lot about the interviewer. In addition to their style and interests, the office can provide insight about personality. How does the manager keep his or her office? What technology are they using? These details are obviously not paramount to your interview, but still, take note of them because you can glean a lot of information about the interviewer and may even find some common interests to discuss. Third, has the interviewer read your resume? More often than not, they've only glanced at it. And you can draw all kinds of conclusions from that, but it definitely tells a story about the priorities of management and how the business is run. Next, did the company respect your time? There's nothing like prepping for an interview only to show up and learn that your appointment's been canceled. That type of behavior sends a clear message that something more important than you came up. If they're demonstrating lousy time management before you've even begun the interview, that can help you determine if you want to keep investing your time there. And lastly, did you leave the interview with a clear understanding of the next step? In order to keep the process moving smoothly, everyone needs to be on the same page about what's supposed to happen next, who will be doing it, and when it will be done. A lot of valuable communication in an interview is nonverbal, and it's those types of signs that give you a real feel for the environment you'd be entering. So pay attention to them, and they'll help you make an informed decision about whether or not this is the right environment for you. I'm Kat Miller, and this is Dice TV.